It's the best place for pet function right now is Hollywood, and it's one of the few industries that really allow children to be on set, even as young as, infants. I'm sure at your job, you're not really allowed to bring in like a 12-month-old baby, but for a TV show, you can. And sure, there's some laws in place, but they're really not that great. In our film, you've seen that there's a lot of convicted who are still working even after they've been convicted, and they're registered offenders, and they're still allowed to work on sets. Like Brian Peck in our film, if you've watched it recently, he's one of those guys. And you can see all the different connections to these. They all know each other. They all run in the same circles. They all get each other jobs. They all throw each other the same parties. And there's a network of grooming young men and bringing them into the industry and giving them different jobs and sort of moving them up and passing them around. And they get more famous the more acceptable they are to what's going on. And another one of the things that we've sort of discovered is, in a lot of ways, this functions like the mafia. And you have to participate in an act. You have to be like in a room, being a young child with other people. And once that you've done that, it's like you're in the club, because now you're guilty with them. So even if you stop doing it, or even maybe if you didn't participate in the act itself, but you were in the room and you didn't report them to the police, now you're guilty. Now they have that over your head. So we've had people come to us and say, they've told us we have to come in the room and do this with them or we have to leave. And that's how sick and how deep it is. And I think that's why there's also this level of silence, because people have done it. And I think for a long time, they thought they would get away with it because in their minds, they don't think it's that bad. They don't really think it's bad. They think these young kids want this, and they think it's just the perks of being in Hollywood, that they get sex with young boys and these young boys are fine with it, and that they're mature enough to know what they're getting involved in, when really they're not.